Hello there everybody, Oymon here, and welcome back to the House Flipper Farm DLC, which I'm honestly expecting will probably, ooh, hey, time was passing while I was in there. I forgot I turned that on. I should turn that back off. But yes, I get the feeling we will probably be, hang on a tick, where is the general, wasn't it? It was not in general. Where the hell is it? Hang on. Day night mode, there we go. Disabled. Hang on. Why is it not gone to daytime? Day and night mode. Real time? No. Disabled. There we go. Oh, it's gone back tonight again. Fuck it, never mind. Who cares? Right, yes, Farm DLC. Yeah, I don't think the Farm DLC is that big. We sort of been through this before, if you remember. Because I believe the DLC said that there were 10 tasks to do. And we've already done, what was it, 6 of them? But I'm imagining that these ones are going to be the bigger ones of the lot. But hey ho, I guess we'll find out. Woo, careful now. Where are we going? Paradigm shift, huh? Mike was a startup owner, a client champion, a full stack hero, and most likely the next IT superstar. But somewhere along the way, he discovered that he's not living the life he truly wanted. After selling his shares in the startup, he returned home and bought a flock of sheep. 2 years have passed and Mike is ready to take the next big step. Ooh, have fun. Hang on a second, why'd you keep punting the map over there? I don't get that. Stop moving the map around. We want to be looking at the right place. Hey Jagoth, welcome. Hang on a second. Just dealing with stuff. With that, okay, right. Yeah, so farm in paradigm shift. Ooh, balloons. I guess I saw those in the distance before. I think I remember seeing them in the distance before. Loading.
So far, it's been a cottage business, but the time has come for a paradigm shift. We will expand, literally and metaphorically. Your mission goal is to extend and adapt. Prepare 2 comfy rooms for the shepherds who will join us. Don't skimp on anything. I want them to feel here at home. We're a family business after all. Speaking of which, my mom offered to make us dinner every day. So we'll need some upgrades in the dining room upstairs. Together, we're changing my farm for the better.
Okay, some of those sentences seemed a little off. Okay. Ooh, well. So, what have we got? Buildings complete. Looks like we're building... Oh, hey, we're building an extension. That's fun. Okay. So, we need... house buildings. No? Pretty sure that's what the game's telling us. There it is. This is very odd way to do it, but it does seem to work. Hey, there we go. Look at that. And E. Woo! Awesome. That is so cool. I love being able to do that. It lags the game out something fierce, but it's still great fun. So we can actually build like proper extensions on things now. That is really, really cool. Oh, hello. Right, I'm assuming I've got to sell you. And then we buy a door right here. Hi, yeah. Ooh. Fancy stuff. Wow, I like that you can do that now. That is actually really fucking cool. All you really need now is just a few completely blank levels. So you can just build your own buildings. I don't know if you can build rooms on top of other rooms. Though, you know, it's probably just like a one-story thing. But yeah, it looks like we've got to build some internal wallage. Which I'm not exactly surprised about. Actually, can we... Alright. Did I already get... Have I got that yet on this one? I thought I did. Oh, well, I guess not. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Guy needs his lawn cut. That's not my job on this one. Should do it anyway. No. Dude can cut his own grass. Unless he wants to pay me. Ooh, hey, new skill point. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? Hey, build 5 walls at once. Yes. Lovely. Oh, actually, no. Hang on. Have I done something wrong? I think I have. Is this not supposed to be here? No, it is not. I've done another one wrong somewhere too, according to this. Nope. No, that was just supposed to be a wall there. Well, there we go then. Ooh. A window. Can't say I'm surprised. Places do kind of need windows, they help. Nice. Holy crap, it's hammering it down outside right now. Not in the game, I mean in real life. It is literally hammering it down outside. Oh, brown brick on the wall, huh? It doesn't look very brown. That looks more brown. Actually, that was probably well overkill. Nice. Not enough? What have I not... Hang on, what have I not done? Hang on, I haven't done something apparently. Is it this? Yes, yes it was. Okay. I was like, hang on, what am I missing here? Oh, right, that. Alright, that's a start. Okay. Timber brown and light gray rotated. It seems weird to me. Ooh. I'm not sure if I like the positioning of that cloud. That looks like it make this mountain look like a volcano, but no, I think it is just the cloud happens to look like that. I was like, God thing, we don't need another like building and or cleaning game with a fucking volcano in it. I think we had enough of the last one, thanks. Power Washer 2.0. They're actually adding more DLC and content stuff to Power Washer. So, I mean, we could theoretically always go back in. From what I've heard, they've like tweaked some of the non-story stuff. Oh my god. They did it. They finally did it. They actually have it now where top and bottom go on at the same time. I have been wanting that for fucking years playing this game. Holy shit, an actually good update. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I suppose it had to happen eventually. Although I don't know if that's like any wall, or if that's specifically because it's like a built wall with a window in it. I don't know. Okay, what do we got? A couple of single beds, huh? Interesting, but okay. We need a light switch, because we always need a light switch, even though I'm never quite sure how high to put it. Just one single ceiling light, apparently. Never fuck that guy who buys a historic music school and turns it into a place where he can fuck women. Was that a thing? I don't remember that being a thing, but okay, I'll take your word for it. It was in the luxury DLC. I don't remember that. I mean, I'm sure you're probably right, but I don't specifically remember that. No, no. I was trying to make the bed. Why is this bed a mess? Lovely. Alright. Floor tile. Lunar grey, apparently. Because that's exactly what you want when you're taking a shit, thinking about the moon. Those. And we've got... Good enough. Alright, so we need a shower. Hang on, what are we doing? We're doing shower, toilet, washer, and sink. Washer is in washing machine? Probably. Okay, shower. Good. Okay, toilet. See, where the hell am I going to put the washer? The washer should theoretically go like there. I feel like this room's maybe a bit on the small side. Still hasn't fixed that yet. Let's hope they don't come back drunk and try to take a crap in the wrong one. Nice. All very good. So what's going in here? Same again? Yep, literally same again. Great. Well, time to do a bit of reflection. Don't want people feeling like they got the short end of the straw, so they get exactly the same, just, you know, slightly mirrored. In fact, I don't think they can get exactly the same, because it's all the same stuff, but I think we're going to have to move things around a bit. Pop that in there. And there. Yeah, that might help actually. Nah, wrong one. Okay. We put maybe this way around might be better. Put that there. The sink next to the door this time. Maybe I know it too close. It's weird when you can do two things at once. Right. quiet session. I'm just thinking. Just looking at the layout, thinking, what's the best way to do this? I just put stuff down randomly. Well, I mean, theoretically you could, because it would still complete the objective. But gosh darn it, I'm not going to do that. The only game you think about what you're doing. Ow! That's a little cutting deep, isn't it? It's not for lack of trying. I do like that the square of the light fits almost perfectly into the square on the wall. That's a nice touch. Okay, anything that needs doing anywhere else? Bedroom, nope. Bedroom, nope. Oh, whoa. Big fucking bathroom. Oh, yep, upstairs. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Guts up mixer even. Get it right. Random utensil holder. Spices. Going to buy 2 coffee makers? Jesus Christ. How much coffee do you think you're going to be drinking? $6 gallons an hour. I mean, theoretically, you could. I think your heart would probably explode, but you could. Checking I got it the right way around. Couple of controllers. If you're gonna have a drying rack, usually you need a draining board for it to go on. Otherwise, you're draining out onto the side, and that's a mess. Sweet. The alternate way out. Ooh, hello, down here. Ooh. There's a very colourful tractor. Sheepies. Big ass solar panels. Oh no, that's interesting. It still uses double. when you do the bit over the window, it still uses one part for up there and one part for down here, rather than using one for the whole stripe. But it just does them at the same time. That's a very strange way of doing it. Nice. I think my biggest issue is that I am fairly certain yeah, the roof kind of sucked. Not bad, but nah. Because this is the thing, even if you could build your own houses, you can't put these kind of roofs on them. At least not as far as I know. I don't know if you can do roofs or not. I'm kind of curious, actually. Can we... Can't build higher buildings yet. Yet. Huh. See, now that implies that eventually there will be a time when you can build higher buildings. Interesting. Woo. See, you don't want to build just a completely flat roof like that. You at least want to have a roof that slopes slightly, because the water needs to run off it. That's why I've never quite understood Americans' desire for flat houses in certain parts of America. It's like, I don't get that. It's only in some parts of America as well. You know, it's like, what's wrong with a sloped roof? It makes sure the rain falls off of it. And the snow, and indeed anything else that may get up there. I mean, I guess it's just done for cheap. It's like cheap building. You know, you don't have to do the big triangle thing. It's just for like cheap housing or something. But always puzzled me. Right. Ooh, 2. All right. What do we got? 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 1 there. Ooh, 1 all the way over there. Well, okay then. They don't get enough rain / snow in those areas? I suppose. Yeah, I guess. It just still seems weird to me. I mean, I guess if they don't get enough snow, then you know, it is literally just a cost-cutting thing. It's like, oh, well, we don't need to worry about, you know, angled roofs because nothing ever falls, so screw it. Good old wedding barn. It's a great joy for parents when a daughter gets married, or 2 or 4, one after the other. The problem is that each of them deserves a proper ceremony and celebration with their family and friends. However, this may cost dearly. Hopefully, Joe McGill is the businessman and, above all, the smart guy. He did his math and worked out a plan. Did he just shrug and call both Stan?
My precious little sparrows have specific expectations for their weddings. Apparently, they haven't noticed I ain't no Rockefeller. The choice is, either I'll go bankrupt or start a wedding house myself. So, here we are now, and we're about to make something grand. We need a big kitchen, a place for a band, a dance podium, and some tables for the guests. Nothing beats a good old barn and picturesque scenery like this. If you ask me, my girls think the same.
Oh, hey, we're in. Woo! Very white. 15 minutes, you'll finally have something to do in Final Fantasy XIV again. Now there's nothing to do in Final Fantasy XIV. It's designed to be a pointless experience. Well, hey, that looks good. What the hell? Huh. Different. What we need to do right now is just waiting for the daily reset. Yeah, games shouldn't have stuff like that. You shouldn't have to wait for a real world timer to do something. It's usually the symbol of a bad game. Nice. Country girls make do. Seems very itchy to me. At least everything's been provided. That was actually one of the more fun ones from the Pets DLC. I think it was the Pets one, where everything had already been bought for you and you had literally no budget. And you literally just had to move things in from the garden. It was a little on the tedious side, but it was a neat idea. So this one's kind of nice as well, like expanding on that concept. I did not pick that up, thank you. Lovely. A wedding arch. Dun, 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 dun. Woo. That is some very textured water. Hello, dear. Apparently there's moving through. All right. Get to cleaning up in here, I suppose. That's dangerous. I like to live on the edge. Ooh. Whoa. Right. We got windows, we got doors. You know which one's supposed to go where? Well, those I can imagine are the thin doors, like these ones, maybe? Go over here? That's a start. I'm assuming you look slightly bigger. So you're you. Nice. That's a start, we're getting there. Okay, so we got big, 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 and something slightly thinner there. That's a big door. Three times 275. If you're the really, 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 really big one, yeah. Oh, actually, look, it does actually highlight which one it's supposed to be. That's useful. I'm going to need to remember that. Well, that's very pretty. Oof. Yeah, I will say the engine is absolutely falling apart with all these tweaks and changes that they've made to the engine over the years. It's running like an absolute turd right now. Probably why they needed to do House Flipper 2. Yeah, I could see that. Like, obviously House Flipper, I'm assuming at least, was like maybe more popular than they were expecting. And, you know, the engine they made for the first game, you know, just doesn't work with what they want to be able to do with it. So, you know, new game, new engine, makes a lot of sense. I will say that is the one thing that I do worry with House Flipper 2 is that, you know, we're basically going to be forced back to basics, and then I will have to buy the DLC again in House Flipper 2. Obviously, there's no guarantee that that's going to happen, so I do hope not. My hope is that everything they've put in DLC in this game will be in the base of number 2, or at least most of it. I don't think you have to put absolutely everything in it, but if you're going to do it at least 75%. 90% would be ideal. I don't even know if everything needs really to be in the next game. Because there's like some additions that they've made to the game, you know, this game, that I would say, yes, that's an essential, like, we need to keep that. And then there's other things where I could say, well, it would be nice to have in a sequel, but I wouldn't say we need it. But yeah, I do hope they're not going to cut too much from the base game of House Flipper 2. I mean, I don't even know when it'll be coming out. Probably not until 25 at least. I'd be surprised if it's next year. Especially if, as I imagine, they are working on a new engine for it. I mean, considering we know that we're getting House Flipper 2 and not like, you know, this is the last big DLC for House Flipper 1. Like, what do you want to see in House Flipper 2 that's like not in House Flipper 1 or any of the DLCs? Because, I mean, my ideal thing of what I'd really, really like in House Flipper 2, would be, you know, like a build your own house thing, which they've kind of added into this one, but not really. I do like the house building thing, and I do hope that that means they will be moving towards a house building thing in number 2 as like a big proper, hey, you can build gigantic houses here, because I've always wanted to be able to do that, but I guess we'll see. Steam page says release date is Q3. I'll believe that when I see it. Now I'm going to assume little to the one side, I think. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Could just throw them down randomly, but we've got to fit 10 of these things in. That'll do. Okay, now these bad boys. What the one? It's a grenade. Whoa. That fucking what? I'm never sure how best to do these hanging lanterns. Nope, don't like that either. Maybe that's a decent way to do it. Doesn't mean I gotta do this every single time, but... I'm just working this out, trying to work out the best thing to do. Also, it's 4 o'clock, so we're going to have to take a break. And I don't know whether to keep doing this single one or maybe to change to a diagonal thing where I go along between the gaps. That would certainly be easier. I don't know. I might experiment when I get back. Anyway, break time. Back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay, so hang on, what the hell was I doing? Ah, yes. So I wanted to test which of these looks better. I think they're both going to look okay. I think this is just going to be easier. Ooh. Actually, that does look pretty good. Okay. We'll have to delete you as well, I'm afraid, because it needs to all be done in one. Okay. Yeah, now you see, that's actually really nice. It'd be nice if it wasn't stuttering while saving. Wait, okay, what have we got? And whoa, that's a lot of walls to build. That's a lot of walls to build, okay. I don't know why we need to build all these walls, but apparently we really, really do. Give people building experience. Yeah, well, yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. I'm assuming this is actually going to end up being toilets. Looking at it. Makes a certain kind of sense, I guess. Three. Nice. Whoop. Stop it. Alright, it's going to be like a little kitchen. Seems likely. More of a pantry, I suppose, but still. Bum, 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 bum. Weird there isn't a door there. It's just literally just going to be a hole, apparently. Apparently they don't want a door. Whoa. Gee, there's a lot more doors there than I thought. No, wait, hang on. Yes. And in here, it is, this is the kitchen. That makes sense. So yeah, you got storage out there, kitchen in here, works for me. So what we got? Hmm. 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 3 whole cookers, blimey. Lovely. Yeah, I feel like I've done it about what they expected. I always get the feeling, for the most part anyway, that there's always like an expectation. Kind of like a, yeah, this is the ideal thing. This is what we expect you to make this thing look like. Ooh, snazzy. I'm assuming we're gonna have like double cooker hoods above this thing or something. These always feels like that tube should go up into the roof, but that always feels too high up for me. I don't know, 6 feels a bit excessive. Like, I get it, because there's like, because they're really big, but it still feels excessive. I don't think we need 4 of these. How many smoothies do you think people are gonna have? Let's see. Yeah, I like the wood panels in this room, I think. 2 more to do it. Excellent. That's a chopping board? Looks more like a filing cabinet thing. Never seen one that looks like that. Walk. Walk the dragon. Right. Done that. All good. Now I'm assuming we swing around to the bathrooms. Yeah. They've all got the same floor type. That's not floor. That's floor. What? Stop it. Nice. 2 for 1. I like how you want me to install 3 toilets, but only 1 sink. Oh, never mind. We're doing it double. I guess I was wrong. Okay, double sink makes more sense. Okay. Never quite tell from a distance. Alright, what we got? Toilet plumbing system, paper holder, cleaner, light, and light switch. Makes a lot of sense. And then the toilet. I will say this is a much busier level than all the previous. Okay. All that off. Whew, lovely. That's just the one. Now we got the other one to do. I think I'll do the internals in here first, because I think that's a little bit easier. Nice. Alright, pop the doors in place. Yeah, I did. While I appreciate the ability to open up a chest, I'm actually more thinking that I would like to be able to assemble the plumbing. Seems a little more useful to me. Nice. Check. Yep. Apparently I still haven't done something yet. But I don't know what... Oh, actually, can't we check... Ah, no, not the garden. Oh, the terrace? Terrace. I don't remember there being a list of stuff out on the terrace. Nope, there is. I'm sure it wasn't there before. Okay, well, fine. there. Light switch there. Hey, and we're done. Lovely. I'm sure that furniture wasn't there before. Maybe it wanted me to build in the walls and stuff first. Ooh, perfect for the wedding day. Ugh. Right, what we got next? In fact, might even be last. I don't know. That last one was much bigger than all the previous ones we've done. May Delicious. Okay, creative mind, startup owner. God, they're all startups. Italian cuisine lover. May is a person of many talents. No matter what it is, she does it with great taste. Despite many obligations, she decides to add something to her plate. She'll bring her long-time hobby to the next level and start a cooking vlog. Vlog? What year is this set in? Okay. May Delicious. But first there are things at home that need to be done. Don't call them vlogs, really. Do we? Do we still call them vlogs? We just kind of call them series these days, don't we? Maybe that's just me. I don't think of them as vlogs. I mean, especially if you're doing something specific. Like if it's a cooking thing, then it's a cooking show. A vlog is just sitting down and telling people about your life, because it's a video blog.
I was deeply impressed with your work at Mike's house. That's why I decided to ask you to redecorate mine. Right now, it's not photogenic enough for my needs, to say the least. The living room and dining rooms are dark and depressing. And the kitchen is dull as dishwater. And look at this dreadful roof. No, don't look. Just do something about it, please. I hunger for the proper composition, lighting, and color. Poor presentation can spoil even the biggest appetite. Oh, I never thought that vlog making could be so exciting.
It's really not. It's a lot of work. I speak from experience. Take the roofing. Change the roofing even. Hang on. Grappling hook. You can now change the roofs in some houses. To do this, select the seller tool, click on a roof. Ooh, maybe not. No. What do I want? I don't know. It's a bloody roof. I don't give a fuck what the roof looks like. I don't look up that often. That's quite nice. I like that. Oh, did we change the whole thing? We did! Wow, we changed the whole thing. That was easy. Oh dear. Oh, who didn't clean up? Oh, honestly, some people. Hmm. Teapot. Nice. Big place. Right. Hmm. Hmm. You over there, perhaps? Hang on, just trying to work out the best location for all this stuff. As normal. Hmm. Huh. Ah, we can flip them around. Hmm. Hang on a minute. I feel like we don't have room for this. Considering everything it's asking for, I feel like we just don't have the room for all of it, which is weird. Normally you can fit these things in quite readily, but that can work. Kinda. Good enough, I guess? I'm not sure about the way it attaches to the wall like that, but better than nothing. No, see, again, that doesn't feel right. You see, that one, yes, that one I get. Then the other one, do it the other way. Doesn't really want to go anywhere. I feel like the space is too small. I also noticed it's 5 past 5. So we'll take a break and I'll see if I can, I don't know, work out the way to fit all this in. The area feels too small for what she wants me to fit in there, but I don't know. We'll work something out. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay. So... because I definitely feel like this should go here, but it can't because of this. I assume anyway. Maybe that's it. Put that in there. No, not you. Now you go above the cooker, don't you? There it is. Okay, so you see that works. Kinda. And what about you? Okay, there you go. That's it. That's what it's supposed to look like. See, a little bit of Tetris, and you can put it all together eventually. Ooh, leaf. Okay, coffee table. Chair? Yes. Not bad, this. Well, okay then. Quick, easy, delicious. Alright. Another corner sofa. Maybe other way. I do like that they are nice enough to give you rotation options. Ooh, bigger. Well, at least he's got a green screen set up ready to go. Hey, look, you've even got lights pointing on it. Blimey. Some people have all the luck. Whoa. Okay, she has one hell of a fucking view. Or she would if it wasn't cloudy. Well, partially cloudy at least. That's really actually quite surprising. Got fucking weather fronts in this thing. All professional set up the mine. Yeah! By quite a margin in point of fact. Okay. Gutter end. Oh, what? Gutter for the thing? Oh, you can buy gutters. I mean, I could theoretically buy myself a green screen, although what the fuck would I do with it? I don't need a green screen. Ah, did I put those on the wrong... Check that. That was the wrong one. Well, hey. Hasn't really changed that much. If anything, the kitchen now feels slightly more oppressive, but whatever, I suppose. Hey, I was wondering if there was going to be something there. Home of fender benders. Before Jake became a rally driver, he spent long hours in this dump. He built a track and trained on it for his first few competitions. It was a place where he learned patience and consistency. Today, he wants to open it for anyone who'd like to take their first steps in motorsports. It's just for fun, but he hopes that it will change somebody's life for the better, too. Woo. It looks like a bit of a mess, but I guess we'll be cleaning it up more than anything else.
I injured my spine. Now I can't train, and Rima must take care of the dogs. Idleness is driving me crazy. So I decided to do something about my old track. Lily, Mike, and I used to have a lot of fun here when we were kids. We didn't need any amenities, like changing rooms and toilets. The dust got everywhere, and our hands, they were black from grease. The smell of gasoline was in the air. I want it all back, for us and for the others. People down here deserve to have some fun. But enough talking. You're in the driver's seat now, mate.
Received the paint gun. Congratulations, you've unlocked a new tool. Allows you can paint the outside walls much faster than before. Fill the paint gun with paint, adjust the spray width, and change the color of the wall. Oh my God almighty. Well, isn't that a thing? Yeah, I can see why there's sort of less actual, like, level content or job content, I suppose, in this one. Because normally there's like a couple of dozen or so, but in this one it seems like there's a lot less. Because it looks like they've gone more into, like, adding in new mechanics and stuff. Which I'm in favor of. Alright, so time to do a bit of building, which is quite fun. I do enjoy this. Ooh. New skill point. What I get? You can design interior walls. You can design floors. You can design large buildings. Oh, is that what I need for... Yeah, that might be what I need for... You know, designing large buildings might be... You know, that's what I need for, like, multiple floors and stuff. Perhaps. Who can say? Wow. Holy crap. That's so good. That makes it so much easier. Can we use this inside as well? The only downside is it probably means you've got to get to this level to unlock it. Why does it have to sound like that? Someone slurping through a straw. Nice. Nicey, nicey, nice. That is 10 times quicker than using a bloody paintbrush. Nope, gotta build more walls. Yay, my favorite thing to do. And another one. Wow. So much stuff still to do. Right, let's see if we can wrap this one up. I don't know if this is the last one for today. I mean, theoretically it should be. I think this is level number 10. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, I know. think can go about... Should he go in the middle of the room, or should he go at the side? Go in the middle, maybe. Alright. What have we got? Ooh, office. Where are we gonna put? Guess it's gonna have to go over here. There's not really too much else it can go. Good enough. Let's just stick with those ones. I feel like oh, excuse me. I feel like we're repeating exactly what we did in the big barn for the wedding one. Feels almost exactly the same. Lights are a little different, I guess. That's not really a lot. Hmm. Careful. Hey, dirt bikes. I think I'll put those in last. They are very big. Nice. Just the go-karts and we are done. Well, hey. It's a little tidier, I guess. So, was that the last one? Or, yep, looks like that was it. There you have it. That is your lot. So the only other thing left is we do have this one other little job. Every year my boss will organize a Christmas party for all employees. Now that he's retired, I want to continue the tradition. Give some help preparing the house. I bought it cheaply for an old couple that moved close to their relatives, so I need a little refreshing. Please move the bathroom downstairs so guests can access it. Oh, this is a Christmas one. I don't think this is part of this DLC. I think this is a Christmas one. I mean, it's literally by Ebenezer Scrooge. So, yeah, that wasn't part of the DLC. It would appear that was just a Christmas bonus thing. So there you have it. That is the farm DLC, and I will say, I think this might be the best DLC of the lot in terms of just like added mechanics and stuff. Like I could be wrong, but they put in a lot of work here. Like the building stuff is really good, I think. Ooh, oh, and a chainsaw, of course. Yeah, that's really good fun. That's the wrong one. And yeah, just in general, I think they've done really, really, really well with this. So that is going to be it for today. We've got 10 minutes left, so quick summary, I suppose. Just in general, I mean, I really loved House Flipper. I think it's one of those games I will definitely be dipping into. I think I'll give it a couple of months so they can sort out some of the bugs and issues. Because, oh boy, the Farm DLC has definitely brought with it its fair share of technical difficulties. But, yeah, just in general, I think the Farm DLC is a worthy addition because of the new mechanics they've added. I mean, just in terms of these things, like, you know, get the hoe for farming. You can build your own houses. That's the big one. The building your own houses one, and like adding extensions and outhouses. Like, that's really fucking cool. Like, I really like that. That's something I really hope they carry on into the sequel. The paint gun, yes, I love it. Again, a lot of these things you think, well, they should this have been in the base game? Like the building, I could understand being DLC. I feel like the paint gun probably should have been in the base game. The grappling hook, that's just bonus fun, as is the drone. The chainsaw, well, the thing about the chainsaw is a better version of the axe, and the ability to chop down trees that were already there. That was not in the base game originally, so I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure the axe was something they like added in to one of the DLCs. I want to say it was the garden DLC, which, you know, makes the most sense because there wasn't a lot of garden stuff that you could really do in the original version of the game. It was literally just the inside of the house. Then, of course, you had the Garden DLC, which added in all this stuff that you can more or less see around you right now. A lot of it, anyway. So, obviously, when House Flipper 2 finally releases... I mean, here's the thing. Jagoth says its planned release date is Q3 this year. Now, firstly, I'll believe that when I see it. Secondly, if it really does come out Q3 this year, it might end up in early access. If it does end up in early access, I probably won't be picking it up right away. I already got a couple of early access games that I like to dip into now and then. I really don't need another one on my plate. But it is something that I will pick up, or it's something I will get ready to pick up when it hits 1.0, if it's an early access title. Because I want to say this game was early access? I can't remember. I think it was. So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll come out in early access. Maybe it'll be a full release. I don't know. But as I say, I am hoping that they don't strip it back to the bare basics again and then try to sell us DLC that we've technically already bought in the first one. So my hope is that, as I say, it doesn't have to be all, but that most things from the base game of this and the DLCs that we've had, I hope that they all end up in House Flipper 2. In terms of that, what I think I'd like, keep garden stuff, like all the garden stuff, all the outside stuff. Obviously, internals is fine. That's, you know, it's House Flipper. That's obviously what it's going to be. So keep all the internal stuff. You know, the ability to build walls, demolish walls. You know, give us ways to do things faster, because that's another thing that the DLC has done, is it's added increased ways to do things quicker. So keep that, but you know, if you keep the skill tree thing, have us unlock some of this stuff, that I don't mind, but have it in the game, you know. So, you know, the ability to paint walls really quickly, you know, again, keep that in, have it as an unlock perhaps, but keep it in. So I definitely like all that stuff. Yeah, keep all the outside stuff, like all the garden stuff should definitely stay. Let's see, what else we got? In terms of jobs, definitely keep the jobs. Because honestly, that's my favorite part of the game, is the little jobs that you can do. If you want to include a plot, like Power Wash Simulator, I wouldn't say no if you can think of a decent one, but I don't... Here's the thing. Power Wash Simulator included a plot, but it didn't need the plot, because the gameplay sold it. The plot was just like bonus, you know? So... It doesn't need a storyline. If it has one, I'll take it, and I will, you know, judge it accordingly, but it doesn't need one. Then you've got, let's see, the choices, because this is what I was going to say. Because of the jobs, one of the things that like the HGTV and the luxury flipper and the pets flipper did, all of those ones were like, it would give you a choice. So like we can make it look like this, or we can make it look like this. That's a really cool idea. I like that mechanic a lot. Maybe workshop it a bit to have maybe more than one choice, or like different characters asking for different choices throughout the whole thing, or something like that, you know? So I like that idea. Then there is, let's see, what else did they add? I like the world maps on the jobs, if we just go back here, because the original version of jobs was just this. It's literally just a list of males. Now that's fine as the base, but then of course you had the map of jobs, and you had all these different like maps ooh, no, there it is. You had all these different like maps showing up, and these are actually, can you stop that please? These are all like really, really nicely detailed, and I think what I'd like in the sequel is for the world to be one big map. Like, I obviously they didn't like plan all these DLCs right from the off. It was just a case of, okay, what does the game need? Okay, can we build a DLC around that? Which is fine. I mean, it's a perfectly reasonable way to do it. But I'd like it if you could have one big continuous map with lots of different biomes where you can go to different places, and it should all be consistent, because that's one of the things I like about these maps is they are consistent. So if I go to a job in this house here, I'll be able to see all of these houses on this little tiny map around it. Like, it's a consistent map. And that's one of the things I really like about it. Same with the luxury one, you know? In this one, like, you can see this big-ass waterfall here, and some of the jobs that you could do, you can see that waterfall from a distance. It's like, it's really well thought and planned out. That is something I would love them to keep in the sequel. Aside from that, just, make sure that the engine can handle anything you might want to throw at it. Oh, actually, that's another thing I really like. Keep the portfolio. I really like the portfolio stuff. I think, having this record of before and after pictures, that's really good fun. Again, because you'd want to sort of have a memory of how things looked before and then how things looked afterwards. I think that's a really neat idea. So again, keep the portfolio. I'm perfectly happy and content with that. Not a problem for me whatsoever. Yeah, I can't really think too much else. Like, you can keep pets. Here's the thing. I'm not too worried whether you keep pets, because I feel like, do we fucking need pets in a house flipping game? It's a nice to have. It's not an essential. Again, with the ranching stuff and like the planting of vegetables, like trees, I can understand, because trees are big. They're things you expect to see in most gardens. But like farming stuff, that's very specific. You got to think, well, what works sort of generically for all kinds of houses. But if you want to keep all this stuff in, I wouldn't say no to it. That's the point. There are some things I would say are definitely essential to keep. Some things that I think can either go or stay. I'm not too fussed about it either way. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.